Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I'm Sylvia Hartmann, and this is part 5 of The Power of the Positives. Now, this course, even though it is free and live online, is a master's course level from the normal GOE courses. It's in 12 parts, and that was always designed to be taught in live trainings where real live people get together and are in the same room at the same time and closer together than 6 foot as well at that. So the normal courses, they were sort of, or are, 3 days. So Friday, Saturday and Sunday, for example. And so the first day was units 1 to 4. And people get to know each other. And then when that's over, they go out and they socialize together. And so where we are in this course now is on the morning of the second day. And the way this works is that sort of the first 4 units, they're for the beginner's level. And then the next 4 units are intermediate. And the final 5 are the advanced level. The final 4 are the advanced level. So this is how these courses work, and this is how this course works as well. So today is the first morning of the intermediate level. And if you haven't done the previous 4 units, there's a link under this video so you can catch up. There's an order and sequence here, and it builds up as the course progresses. So I'm super excited this morning because the topic of our Power of the Positives number 5 that came to me is the power of yes. I'm just super excited to be talking about this. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. So here we need to come back to our basic principle again here that we're doing modern energy. And this is about our energy bodies. And it is a paradigm shift away from anything you've read in psychology books or in self-help books or anything else, where there are so many strange things that don't make any sense. And they start to make perfect sense when we factor in the energy body. And we came across this very much with the power affirmations last week. That's one of those things where you don't understand that we have an energy body and emotions. It doesn't make no sense to say, I'm rich, I'm beautiful, I'm young, I'm healthy, when that simply isn't true by any means you want to be measuring that. And so it is for the power of yes. Let's say a few things about the power of yes. That's already well known. If you've ever heard about kinesiology or muscle testing, which has a really bad rap in the scientific community, of course it does, but there is a fact, a replicable fact, that you can try out for yourself at home. Hold out a heavy weight at outstretched arms and shout, no, 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 for about, I don't know, and set a timer. See how long you can hold it up whilst shouting no. Write down your time, and then the next day, and this is important to do that the next day, not straight after, because that wouldn't be fair. The next day, you take the same weight, you start your timer, and you start shouting yes as you're holding this weight. And what you will find, and what is completely replicable among people, men, women, old, young, children, don't matter which religion, where they came from, is that when you're shouting yes, you can hold a heavy weight up for longer. There is something mysterious about the fact that when people say yes to an activity, the activity becomes easier, the heavy weights become lighter, and they are physically stronger. It is so mysterious how that works. No, it isn't. This is the energy body. And this is such a great example how the energy body can give strength not just to the mind, not just to the emotions, but to the physical body, how the energy body can make the physical body stronger. When we shout, yes, oh yes, because that inspires the energy body, transmits through the physical body, and there's your result, and that is why that works. And there is another thing that has been done over and over and over again by all sorts of people, psychologists all over the world, study upon study upon study. And the result is always the same. You take two groups of people, and they could be children or soldiers or old women. It doesn't matter what kind of human being you're dealing with. Doesn't matter. Not at all. Two groups of people. One group of people, you say, you're useless, you're crap, you can't do this, you're bad at this. And one group of people, you say, you're brilliant, you're fantastic, you're excellent, you're great. And then set them to a task. And it doesn't matter, again, it doesn't matter what the task is. It doesn't matter if this is sharpshooting or plate spinning or learning how to read and write or anything at all. The people who've been told essentially a version of yes, yes, are performing so much better. They are totally outperforming the test group. Totally outperforming the test group. And again, this is scientifically proven over and over and over again. And it's a fact that this yes thing is not about having a moral or a theological or a political argument. It's about making the energy body stronger so we get better performance out of the creature we are dealing with. And that works for dogs. You're a good dog. You're brilliant. You are so good. You can learn how to walk on the lead nicely. I know you can. Works for horses, works for dolphins, works for children. It works full stop. We have discussed in the battle for the positives that there are many people who don't like this fact. This fact, because it's a fact that yes makes you stronger, more independently thinking, more powerful, more engaged, more creative, more compassionate, more loving. And no takes you down the opposite direction. And I would like to just say that here. So we've got our modern energy chart, and I've made the yes chart. Here's the yes chart. And it's very simple. So yes is going to take us up the energy chart, and when we say no, it takes us down the energy chart. And that works predictably, and you can try that out this week with any creature you want to try it out. Just say something yes to the creature. Yes, you are beautiful. Yes, you are lovely. You're wonderful. You're excellent. You're a fantastic pet, or a fantastic husband, or a fantastic child, or a fantastic co-worker. Or you can try the opposite and say, God, you're useless. You are crap. Everything you do is wrong. You're so clumsy. You're horrible, which is essentially all no. And notice how that will take you just straight down into, first of all, into unhappy stress and then real stress. And if you keep doing it, it'll cause this outburst of aggression at -7. And if it goes on for too long, it will deflate the person just so much that they end up in clinical depression. And it's really as simple as that. It really is as simple as that. Huh. Our dear forbidden science, eh? So I'm going to invite you to try a little yes exercise with me. And we're going to make this nice and simple and easy, and some things that we can possibly all agree on. So let's try that. I'm going to say it, and then I'd like you, well, we should probably do it in a heart position. Everything works better in the heart position for the first time. Let's take a deep breath. And I'm going to say yes to health. Okay? Now I hope you've said it back to me here, so I can, loud enough so I can hear it across time and space wherever you may roam. Let's try that again. Yes to health. I have like a woohoo desire to go like yes to health. Woohoo. Notice how that feels in your body. Notice what it does to your emotions when we do that. Okay, let's try something else. Yes to prosperity. Yes to prosperity. For everyone in the world, if you need that little tag behind it, or yes to beauty. I say yes to beauty. Cool. Yes to joy. Yes to joy. Yes. Yes to love. I say yes to love. Okay. And that is now, oh, I'm feeling quite sparkly. I've been doing this in the garden before I started, so I was quite sparkly to begin with, because I just love this. Yes. Yes to nature. Yes to sunshine. Yes to the beautiful sky above. Yes to life. Woohoo! This is just a wonderful, basic, simple way of starting to learn to raise energy using the yes principle. Saying yes to things. Yes to things that you want in your life. Which is kind of a version what we were talking about before, which is replacing this reporting of the problems, how bad it all is, how horrible it all is, with a positive, what isn't this? Well, this isn't freedom. Yes to freedom. I say yes to freedom. This is really going to be our core exercise, to experiment with this yes principle. For example, all of us will at some point have to be doing some work that we don't want to do, whatever that may be, washing the dishes or something like that. A routine task, I don't know, taking the rubbish out, whatever. Try doing that from a yes standpoint. Yes to washing up the dishes. Yes to making them nice and clean. Yes to getting them back in the cupboard. Yes. Or literally, when you're shopping or lifting up something heavy, to take a moment to just go, yes, I'm going to pick that up. Yes. And to get into this yes state, a yes state of being. And the yes state of being is on the positive side of the energy chart, is up here. There. That's the yes state of being. And that then brings me to a really groovy thing, really groovy thing. And I'm so thrilled to be able to share that with you. Because if we're just looking at the yes part here for a moment, just the yes part, forget about no part. We don't do the no part. Right, yes part. How yes is your yes? Might that have something to do with reality creation, I wonder? How yes is your yes? Is it a little yes? Yes, I could, I guess. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah. Or is that a bigger yes? +5 yes. Yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it happen. Yes. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Is that a +8 yes? What's that kind of a yes? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, sure. Yes, of course. Absolutely. Yes. Or is it a +10 yes? Which is just, yeah, we might as well go for it and go with yes. Oh, yes. See, people think there's only yes and no, but there's not. There's different kinds of yeses with different kind of power in it. And if you are not used to saying yes wholeheartedly to something, if you are still very much in this entrainment that we can't say yes. We need to argue. We need to, here, that's them. We can't say yes to anything. We need to question first. We need to argue. We need to put up barriers. We need up blockages. We need to form a committee first and discuss if there's a possibility to say yes to this proposition, to this idea, to this person, to this anything. We need to have questions and arguments and fears and doubts and all the rest of it. And we're used to that. We're also used to living down here in this questioning state. So, for example, if I'm saying yes to beauty, are there reversals present? Are you noticing that there's like, well, we need to discuss first the definition of beauty, or well, some beauty is better beauty than others, or I don't like to discuss beauty at all because that's only in the eye of the beholder and there's no such thing as beauty, and blah, 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 blah. In a world where there is no energy, by all means, just go ahead and discuss beauty. What good that's going to do you below zero, in a state where you can't touch beauty, understand beauty, feel beauty, have a concept of the real beauty of beauty. That's another story. But we're just dealing with the energy system here. And we're going to teach our energy bodies and our persons to be able to say yes to certain things, really wholeheartedly, without blockages, without reversals, to really, really say yes to some stuff. And as we know, the positives are only things that make your energy body happier, right? So there is no prescription to what it is in your life that you can play with and say yes to, whatever that may be. Like if you love animals, yes to loving animals. Oh, yes. And get that to a real high energy state. So, like we were saying before, a yes that is spoken at a high energy state rings around the universe, changes reality. It changes your energy body forever. It's a fantastic thing. Especially if you have been searching for something in your life for a very, very long time, whatever that may be. A lover, a soulmate, success by your own definition in any area of your life, or health, or feeling happier more often, or being healed, whatever it may be. Try that this week for your personal project, to really go ahead and see how we get on with yes to healing. I say yes to healing. Healing is yes to me. Or success. I say yes to success. I say yes to extraordinary success. I say yes to brilliant success. I say yes to surprising success. I say yes to astonishingly beautiful success. I say yes to easy and effortless success. Yes. The yes principle is really, really important. And when we come to later on in the course to helping, raising other people's energy and helping them get higher on the energy chart and are more successful in what it is that they're attempting to do, the yes principle will come in very, very handy indeed. And I'd like you to be aware this week as well, when people are saying yes and when they are saying no. And they might not say yes or no, but they might say other things. They might say, bring up an objection. That's a no. So if I say, success is awesome, and somebody says, oh no, but but success could be really bad for you. That's a no. It's not an outright no, but it's a no. Or if you say something like, I don't know, do you want to go out for a walk? And the person says, maybe later. That's also a no. No's are hiding everywhere in our communications, in our non-verbal communications as well. Something that I've saw so clearly when we first were doing EMO, when somebody says to you, good luck, and the person responds with, that's all right, I don't need luck, I can do this. It's like this blessing came in and hit a shield and boom, it was gone. No, I'm saying no to your blessing of luck. Or, oh, I'll give you £5 as a tip. And people are like, no, it's okay, thank you very much, don't need it. That's a no. And to learn this, see this, to learn to see this, to notice this, to feel this, when somebody is saying no or yes. And then we come into how yes is your yes. How yes is your yes? Is it a tiny little yes? Okay, fair. If I haven't got anything better to do, perhaps. Is it a proper yes? Can we get this yes higher? Can we get this person energy higher? So, yeah, this is a very interesting game to play. And always remember, we are only working with the energy body. We are only dealing with the energy body. And there is a fun game that I play with my partner, which is, let's say I'm watching television and he's doing something else, reading a book. And on the television, they show a property which has a waterfall on it. And I'm like, oh, wow, I'd like one of those. So I say out aloud, can I have a property with a waterfall, please? And the game is for him then to say immediately, of course you can, my darling, yes. And the instant response of the energy body to that is, ooh, that's brilliant, thank you very much, cool. This has not manifested for me a property with a waterfall. But what it does do, it keeps my energy body happy. In a world where we don't have an energy body, this makes no sense to do that. For me to say, ooh, I'd love to have, I don't know, whatever it is, an aircraft carrier for myself. Can I have an aircraft carrier, please? And he'll respond with, of course you can have an aircraft carrier, yes. And I'm like, woohoo. It's just a little game in which we're using the yes principle to keep the energy body happy and to avoid like things like, see, so I see a property with a waterfall. And of course, I can't afford a property with a waterfall. This is so much better than for me to go, I'll never have a property with a waterfall. I'm doomed to failure forever. I've tried sort of various things to play with, but this is the one that has given me a lot of joy ever since I started instigating this and playing this with myself and with others. So when they see something they really love, to get out of this, oh, I can't afford this or whatever it is, to just go, ooh, can I have my own private aircraft? Yes, of course you can. Here you go. Yes. See, and that is the yes principle, the power of yes. You don't have to say yes to anything you don't want to say yes to. Let's be quite clear about that. As I said, this is not a moral or a theological or a political debate. This is just about finding ways of giving that instant lift, that instant boost, that strengthening, that saying yes to stuff provides. Yes gives this forward movement in the energy system. It is like starting pistol to get started. It's like yeah, you're on the right track. Yes, it's really important. And the whole thing with how yes is your yes, if you to become aware where you've said sort of yes, and when that's the case, then progress tends to be slow. If your yes is stronger, then progress gets faster and things become easier. But the real powerful woohoo yes is to be found, obviously, at +10 and yes, yes to life, yes to love, yes to beauty, yes to the glorious universe. And I also believe that when you're saying yes to something, you are connecting with it in a more profound and powerful way. And when you're saying yes, you are getting more information about the thing. I'd like to close with this because energy is information. People who are not used to dealing with the energy body, the energy mind, and the whole thing, they don't realize that when energy flow improves, information flow improves at the same time. So when we're studying something or trying to learn something or understand something, if we take the attitude of no, I don't want to learn that. I don't want to understand that. I want to keep it away from me. I'm going to block it out. I'm going to pretend it's not there. Blah, blah, blah. Don't want to know. That's the no state. And no information is coming in. So this happens a lot with children in school when for some reason they decide that something isn't for them, be that maths or languages or whatever, physics or whatever it may be, chemistry. Something happened and they do then this thing where they go, no, I don't want to learn this and I don't want to see it, don't want to hear it, don't want to feel it, don't want anything to do with it, blocking off against it. When we say yes to something, this energy flow improves between us and the thing. And the more energy flows, the more information becomes available about it. And also, the more interesting it becomes, the more fascinating it becomes. And when the energy flow is as good as it can get, then we're in the territory of unconditional love. Then we're loving that thing so much that it feels that we are one and the same. That's the love escalation from attention to, from attention to interest to fascination to love. And we can get that through the yes principle. And if you'd like to try this, by all means, put a crystal in front of you on the table and just say yes to the crystal. Yes, I want to know more about you. Yes, I want to love you more. Yes, I want to understand you more. Yes, I want to have a better relationship with you. And the reason that I said try it with a crystal is because crystals are easy compared to other people. But modern energy is incredibly structural, and the principles are the same. So you can try it out in perfect safety with a crystal, and what you have learned there will carry across to your dealings with other people. Okay, I'm super excited. Yes is beautiful. It's awesome. As I said, don't worry about things you don't want to say yes to just yet. Fine. Just say yes to what it is that you already love, that you really want to feel you love even more. Get closer to it, get even more connected to it, learn even more about it, whatever that may be. May that be grace or humility or passion or love itself, which is the biggest positive of them all. Okay, your homework this week is to go out and try out the yes principle and check for where yes exists in your life, where you might have only a little yes, where progress is slow, and where you might actually engage. And this is like engage in Star Trek. Engage the power of yes to move your incarnation forward, to move your what you need to learn and want to have more of to move your destiny forward using the power of yes. Yes. That was wonderful fun. Excellent. Have a great week. Learn a lot about the Yes Principle. It's a gift that keeps on giving. And I'm looking forward to seeing you next week, same time, same place, for Power of the Positives Part 6. With lots of love. Bye for now.